To housing affordability now. Both of you have served in the state legislature where a lot can be done to impact housing affordability. I'd like to ask each of you to discuss something you achieved at the state level to improve housing affordability, and then something you look to do in Congress to help Coloradans afford homes. I'll start with Ms. Caraveo.
Housing was one of the prime issues that I looked at during the COVID pandemic. I had heard stories from many constituents talking about late fees that were exorbitant, fees around trash and many other things that hadn't been delineated in people's leases when they decided to rent a place, and then later were suddenly added to their bills, sometimes totaling more than the rent itself, especially once corporations were calculating late fees the second that the rent was late, and then daily after that. I was able to pass a bill that lowered those fees, that made sure that landlords are being responsible when they are charging fees to renters, to make sure that we are making housing more affordable for them. In Congress, I am introducing a bill that is going to look at innovation around affordable housing to make sure that at the federal government, what we mainly can do is fund affordability and make sure that we're looking at the way that different developments are classified and credits that landlords can use to build.
Thank you, Ms. Caraveo. Mr. Evans.
Yeah, so one of the biggest barriers to affordable housing in Colorado is red tape, and that goes back to energy. When energy is expensive, then it's more expensive to get a load of 2x4s, it's more expensive to drive that load of 2x4s to the market, it's more expensive to put the house together. When there's red tape around housing construction, as we saw in the aftermath of the Marshall Fire, where the rebuild costs were significantly higher than anticipated because of all of that red tape, all of these things contribute to a higher cost in housing. And the fact is, one party, my opponent's party, has controlled Colorado with majorities in the House, the Senate, and the governorship for the last 6 years, and houses are not more affordable. Things that I've accomplished in the legislature are fighting that red tape. I'm proud to be endorsed by the National Federation of Independent Businesses, so that's the voice of small businesses in the United States, because I fight for jobs. I fight for our small businesses, unlike my opponent, who has voted against those businesses 75% of the time. That's how we make housing affordable in Colorado.
Thank you, Mr. Evans.